Bixby's recovered a fumble at the 45. Play action fake, guns one. It is caught. Touchdown, Spartans. The middle, he's got a hit of steam. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bixby. Rolls to his right to pressure as he throws. It's picked off. Interception. It's over. Bixby is the state champion in 6A Division II in Oklahoma.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, sponsored by Roush Coleman Homes. And joining us here, Lauren Montgomery, here on the Coaches Show, which, of course, makes sense. He's the head coach of the Bixby Spartans, and we'll get into district play. And this is really the stretch I think we've kind of been waiting to get into. This is where it's going to count, but let's talk about this non-district. Unusual, you got, 4 games.
Yeah, the last 2 years, actually really the last 4 years, just the last two are the year that the east side of the state has had to deal with it. We have 2 schools, U.S. Grant and I believe it's Oklahoma City Centennial. Neither one of those teams are playing a district schedule. They're playing an independent schedule, but they still put those teams in our district. So you have a bye week, which is part of the reason why they put in the 0-week schedule. And one of those is a 6A large school, or in a large 6A large district. I believe it's U.S. Grant, and so one of those districts over there has a whole in it each week as well, like us. Just so happens we match up with Westmoore, and fortunately for us, that non-district game is week 4 as opposed to week 8 or whatever, and it's a good non-district game for us. Westmoore, a very good team, so we've had to do some shuffling with the schedule, but yeah, just now getting in week 5 in a district play coming up in Muskogee Ruffers.
All right, so Westmoore, tough game, tough loss on the road, a 6A1 team. We're going to get into highlights a little bit later on, but it is a huge week. Now's the time to really get after it. The Muskogee Ruffers coming to town. Kind of an unusual homecoming game to have. A good one, a great foe to have to start up district action. To get ready for a team like that, have to have some great looks, great practices. And we'll talk about our practice players of the week right now, sponsored by Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Mark, 2 guys that we've had, young guys. In fact, a couple guys that have gotten into the game in special teams roles and backup roles kind of unexpectedly the last couple weeks. But Carson Chambers, young sophomore, outside linebacker, running back. I remember watching him when he was a little guy out in youth football. He was number 71, a running back. Toted the mail quite a bit. And then Jordan Reagan, wide receiver, corner for us, a young guy that's just doing a phenomenal job. So proud of those guys, what they're doing, and give us a great look each day in practice and preparing themselves for a great varsity career.
All right, we'll have highlights from the game against Westmoore coming up next. The Bixby Football Coaches Show is brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Nowlin Orthodontics, live life smiling. Hot Coffee Design, find us at hotcoffeedesign.com. Green Country Mitsubishi, we dare you to compare. Country Financial, even the biggest goals start with simple steps. Advanced Plastics, building partnerships through willingness, versatility, and knowledge. Communication Federal Credit Union, connecting with you. Car Country by Nelson, where you will be treated like a superstar. Western Sun Federal Credit Union, Billings Construction Group, our service is unequaled. And by TTCU, the credit union.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
What's really been great about Mazda through the years is that they're not afraid to take risk. They will build a car that is more fun to drive. They'll build a car that has better styling. They're partially artists and they're partially race car drivers. We're excited to sell a new Mazda because it simply means that we know that that client got a really great vehicle.
Well, on the road, Spartans taking on the Westmoore Jaguars. About ready to get into our highlights. Well, one thing is, baptism by fire. Playing these types of teams, a Division I team like Westmoore, who is a legit chance to win their district, one thing, you're definitely going to be prepared for your district.
Without a doubt, we've played some really good teams, and Westmoore is the best team that we've played up to this point. I felt like our guys played a little bit better, but when you're playing a team like that, you just can't make any mistakes, and so we made a few mistakes that ended up being pretty costly, but felt like we went toe to toe with those guys and got better, and I hate to put it this way, but I feel like we still got better even though we did lose the ball game. So the 4 non-district games that we've played have been tough ones, and hopefully that prepares us for a great run in our district.
Yeah, played some great teams. Let's get into the first half highlights on the road at Moore Stadium, Moore High School, as they take on the Jaguars.
Coming out here, Westmoore elected to take the ball first, and you'll see him handing off the zone play, and it spills. And Cade Cavender from his safety position coming up making a great play. You'll see Kobe Tillman, Ethan Hall with a big hit, knocking the helmet off right here. And then they run a power play right here, and you'll see Ethan Hall on a great tackle right there, bottling them up, forcing them to punt. And then we come back here, first play on the offensive side of the ball. In man coverage, we run a little flat route to Brendan Presley, and he does a good job with a big explosive play right there like he does. Colin Farley in on a great tackle right there. You'll see Cade Cavender from his safety position down tackling well. And then Westmoore sprints out a little half roll right here. Great to see Colton Tafoya making a great interception. We'll get another look at it right here from the end zone angle. Just a great play for him, a great confidence boost, just what he needed. And so proud of Colton, 3-year starter for us, great job at corner right there. Offense gets the ball back, and we hit a little slant route into Brendan Presley off the run game screen. Had some real good run looks right here, and you'll notice one right here, just a tough power play right up off the left edge to pick up a first down behind the blocking of Trevor Hawk, a senior, getting one of his first couple of starts this year. Run the stretch play out off the left edge to Braden Roller. Braden with a big evening right there. We run the pin and pull play, come back again, find a soft spot on the left edge, and we keep grinding it all the way down. Westmoore's forced to take a timeout, and we come back, and Kobe Tillman scores on the power play out of the jumbo formation behind some good blocking, Colton Cable and Bryce Bray. See our defensive crew bottling it up inside. Clayton Barber in from his safety position on the tackle right there. And then right there, Colin Farley just out of his grasp, and Kobe Tillman and the guys rallying up right here. You'll see a little hitch screen right here out off the left edge to Sam Sherman. Sam does a good job from his wide receiver position. Staten right here booting out, doing a great job finding Cade Cavender on the edge. Cade just such a big physical presence at wide receiver, and if I remember right, we go right back to him here out off the left edge, and he does a great job breaking a couple tackles, picking up positive yards. Great to see him playing so well. Thursday night was a hot, grueling night, and we're getting a ton of snaps out of Cade on both sides of the ball. Staten scrambles right here, does a good job picking up the first down. Forced to kick a field goal right here. We kicked 3 on the night. That's Reese Vernon doing a great job from the kicking position, sophomore that we recruited out, first year ever to play football. Westmoore running the down and around right there. Isaiah Lakin from his defensive end position making a great play. Staten King scrambling right here, does a good job finding Brendan Presley out over the edge. Quite honestly, surprised Brendan doesn't score right there. Shows you a little bit of the speed that Westmoore had in the back end, tackled by their free safety right there. We run the stretch play right here. Braden Roller does a good job getting in behind the blocking of Josh Owens, Trevor Hawk on the right side, and then we run the inside zone play. Ryan Kerr doing a good job. Noah West from their tight end positions on the fold blocks. Right here, another good stretch play, quarterback stretch play, which was a nice change up for our guys up front. Kobe Tillman on the power play right here. trying to bang it inside, get into the zone, and we end up having to settle for another field goal right here. Reese Vernon does a good job of putting it in between the uprights. That's got to be an all-time record for Coach Montgomery, 3 field goal calls in one game. We run the counter play right here. Braden does a good job of getting in behind his blockers, following those guys. We run the inside zone play. Great block right there by Bryce Bray, pinning their linebackers. Braden doing a good job getting an open field. You see it a little bit on the end zone angle right there. Good pass protection right here. Staten does a good job scrambling, finding Cade Cavender out off the left side. Excuse me, that was Brendan Presley out on the left side. And then we come back right here. Brendan Presley, a great catch. Our leading receiver on the evening. And then another field goal, third one on the evening right here to give us a lead going into halftime, 16-13. So it's fun going in, taking the lead, but still a lot of work left to do.
Yeah, a lot of field goals, and obviously they came into definitely into the equation in this one.
Yeah, certainly. May have learned something the week before. I wish I would have gone ahead and trusted our kicking game just a little bit more.
Well, 3-point game at the half there at Moore, and the second half highlights are coming up next.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
What's really been great about Mazda through the years is that they're not afraid to take risk. They will build a car that is more fun to drive. They'll build a car that has better styling. They're partially artists and they're partially race car drivers. We're excited to sell a new Mazda because it simply means that we know that that client got a really great vehicle.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Well, it's a 3-point game at halftime, 16-13. Spartans and the Westmoore Jaguars, as we're taking a look here on the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show at this past ball game. And, Coach, at halftime, you got a nail-biter on the road against the 6A1 Power.
Certainly felt pretty good about the way we ran the football, and defense was doing a good job rallying up, even though we had some personnel issues and had to shuffle some guys around. So what we had to do is we had to figure out how they were going to counter to some of our looks in the run game that we'd been hurting them with. We knew they'd have some sort of adjustment, and so talked about those a little bit, and then got a look at some of our opening script stuff coming out in the third quarter, and anyway, just tried to keep the guys charged up and hydrated up at halftime to come out in the second half.
All right, so let's take a look at the second half highlights. Spartans and the Westmoore Jaguars. It's a 3-point ball game at this point.
Coming back here, right here, we run the zone read, or I believe that's a called quarterback run right there. We run the stretch with Staten King, and then come back and we hammer the inside zone play to Braden Roller right there. And then right here, we run another counter play right here. Braden does a good job of bouncing it out over the left side, about 11 or 12-yard gain. Good job right there. You'll see Colton Cable doing a good job pulling on the power play, picking up that front side linebacker, and Braden just doing such a good job of keeping his pad level low, getting behind his blockers. That's a great reception right there by tight end Noah West. and then another quarterback stretch play out off the right edge. Real proud of our guys and the blocking that we had up front there on that one. We come back and we run a little counter play right up inside, and you'll see Braden Roller doing a good job of sticking it up inside and getting into the end zone. Great run on his behalf. Right there we got it bottled up. Proud of Talon Javersack up in the middle, bottling up from his nose guard position. Kind of same thing right here. You'll see Kobe Tillman, Trevor Gavin, all the big guys in the middle doing a great job of eating up inside. Right there, Ryan Kerr moved him to outside linebacker, and he did a good job of adjusting during the game and giving us some good looks right there. Scramble, get outside the pocket. They don't give us our look. They cover up what we're looking for right here. We're in a do-or-die situation. We run a fake punt right there, throw the ball to Kobe Tillman, and Kobe's so good with the ball in his hands. Does a good job moving the chains. We're in the comeback right here. Cade Cavender doing a good job. See that ball get loose, so secure that, but he was down. We drop back, we throw an out route. I believe that's Ryan Kerr from his tight end position there. And another good look right here. Staten doing a good job of sitting in the pocket and then scrambling and picking up some positive yards. Unfortunately, our late rally wasn't quite enough to get us back in. Final score 34-22, Mark. And let's go ahead and take a look at our stats. Total offense, we had 358 yards of total offense, Westmoore 410. Rushing, we were 178 on the ground, Westmoore 315. Passing, we were 180 yards, Westmoore 95. Turnovers, we had 1 turnover, Westmoore had 2. First downs, we had 23, Westmoore had 26. Rushing on the ground, Braden Roller with his first varsity career start and career night, 27 carries for 169 yards. Kobe Tillman had 4 carries for 13 yards. Passing, Staten King was 13 for 23 and 1 interception. Field goals, Reese Vernon 3 for 3 on field goals, perfect on extra points. Receiving, Brendan Presley, our leading receiver, 6 receptions for 85 yards. Cade Cavender, 3 receptions for 68 yards. Noah West, 2 for 13. Defensively on the evening, Kobe Tillman, our leading tackler, had 16 tackles. Bear Daniel getting his first varsity experience, a little sophomore outside linebacker, 8 tackles. Colin Farley, 8 tackles, and Ryan Kerr 7 tackles. So not quite enough, but feeling like our guys playing a little bit better, ready to start the new season this week, Mark.
All right, so the Spartans get out of non-district, and by the way, our stats brought to you by Green Country Mitsubishi. Now it's time for district action, and here's where it counts. And right out of the gate, you got homecoming, and not a usual homecoming foe, but the Muskogee Roughers, who they've done a nice job the last couple of years of getting that program back up. Yeah, no, Muskogee, a great opponent. They were a semifinal team last year, a team that beat us in a real barn burner down at their place at the Indian Bowl. Got a great group coming back, a talented quarterback that can sling it all over the place, a really good defensive end, one of the better defensive ends in the state. So we've got our work cut out for us, but man, we're excited to come home. We're excited about playing at our place in front of our home fans. It's just such a great environment here at Bixby. All right, so the Spartans taking on the men in green, the Muskogee Roughers, for homecoming at 7 o'clock at Lee Snyder Field. Now, coming up next here on the show, we'll have our Player of the Week.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
Your home from the very start is on a very, very tight schedule. And what that ensures is that something's being done on your home every day. Quality is what our reputation is based on. It's the quality that people expect to get when they buy a home. It's the quality they expect to get when they're making the largest purchase of their life.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Welcome back to the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show, and it's time for our Player of the Week. It's our now in orthodontics Player of the Week, and it's junior tackle Colton Cable who joins us here in the studio. Colton, good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about you individually. Obviously, you have continued to grow. You're now up to 6'5". You've got that frame. How do you think individually you're developing as a player in your early out of the gate results of your first few games?
First of the season's gone pretty well. I've gotten better as we've played. My game Thursday was probably my best game of the season so far, and I've just grown as a player. First 4 varsity games, so it's been pretty good.
Well, I know the coach mentioned you really understand what's going on out there, and from this Thursday, just kind of talk about what made that game you felt like you're most effective to this point.
We just got after them up front. We really got into a rhythm running the ball for the first time this season, and we just communicated pretty well, and we got stuff done, so it was good.
All right, now in the future, obviously you have a chance to continue on, play. Your education obviously is important to you as well, isn't it?
Yes, sir, very important. You're picking the school first when you go to college to play football, and that's what I'm looking at, so.
How long have you been playing football? And let's talk about early on. When did you know, all right, I got a chance to maybe take this a long way?
I started playing football in 1st grade, and when I really started to get up into like 7th and 8th grade, it was when I knew that, hey, I'm pretty good. I can do this thing. I can make a career out of it,
Yeah.
Go further to college. So.
Well, at some point you see some kids kind of go to the wayside, and you continue to grow and get bigger. What's your favorite part of playing football?
I just like mashing people up front. It's pretty fun to move people. And just be an offensive lineman, I guess. What's
your experience been like overall, just within the program? Bixby, really, it's a community thing. You go from, as you mentioned, 1st grade all the way up.
It's been good, just growing throughout the program, what you do as a youth football player really builds the foundation for when you get to high school, so it's really helped me a lot become a high school football player. So.
Well, you just answered the next question, and that'll wrap it up here, is what can kids do to get better? Pay attention and get that foundation built. Colton Cable, junior tackle, and that's our now in orthodontics Player of the Week. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
All right, coming up next, we'll talk about those little guys as the youth team of the week is coming up next.
For most buyers nowadays, energy efficiency is one of the top things on their list. At Roush Coleman, it's a top priority for us, and our customers are able to live in one of the most energy efficient new homes built. As a result of that, you're going to see that those utility bills are less than anything else you're going to see with a used home or an apartment that you live in.
What's really been great about Mazda through the years is that they're not afraid to take risk. They will build a car that is more fun to drive. They'll build a car that has better styling. They're partially artists and they're partially race car drivers. We're excited to sell a new Mazda because it simply means that we know that that client got a really great vehicle.
Well, it's been a busy day of college football. Let's get caught up on the action. First up, Alabama. This play right here shows what eating chicken will do for you. Lots of broken tackles here. It's the chicken.
No idea what you're talking about.
Joey Galloway is here with chicken predictions.
My what?
Touchdown chicken.
Okay, are we filming right now?
Chicken, 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 chicken.
What is going on?
I don't know. Oh, that was weird.
New management.
Start your game day with the new Hash Brown Scramble Bowl from Chick-fil-A.
it's time for our Youth Team of the Week, brought to you by Midwest Sporting Goods. And our Youth Team of the Week this week is 7th grade, go all the way to the top, 7th grade white. And Travis Hurt is our coach. Travis, welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
All right, let's talk about, before we get to the offense, the defense, just how the season's gone so far for you guys.
Well, we started off a very tough schedule, probably the top team in the whole conference. Wausau Red played them. So we started off tough. We have a few new players in our key positions, so it really didn't come together until last night against Bartlesville. We 35-0 them. So we're coming together as a team. You know how football is. First couple of games we're just gelling together, and it all came together. So we're looking forward to moving on with the season.
Well, you have to get a few results, kind of see what you got. We'll talk a little bit about your offense. I know you've got an outstanding running back.
Very high-powered offense. Again, it came together last night. Mason Midash, one of the most exciting runners in 7th grade you'll see. I encourage everybody to come out and see him, as well as a great quarterback, delivers the ball beautiful, awesome fullback at blocking. We have the tools there, and it's coming together, so keep an eye out for 7th grade white.
All right, what's the strength of your defense?
Well, we have a great middle linebacker. Again, he stepped up last night, Caden Vanoy. Again, I have some highlights of him just running all over the field and thrashing people. So tools are there, great linebackers, some speed as well. So, yeah, come out and see us.
All right, now, coaching takes a lot of time. It's a big commitment. How long have you been doing this?
Let's see. This is my 2nd year as head coach, Bixby White. Since my son's in 3rd grade, he's in 7th now, so I've coached. Of course, I played football my whole life growing up. It's a commitment, second full-time job. We joke around and say, but we love it. I think all us coaches wouldn't be doing it if we didn't love it. We love the kids, we love coaching, we love teaching and developing these young men. So.
We certainly appreciate your time and obviously what you do for youth football here in Bixby.
Glad to be here. It's a great tradition. Bixby can just something you can feel here. It's hard to put into words, but we've got some great mojo, and it's going to continue.
All right, it's Travis Hurt, 7th grade, Bixby White, and our Midwest Sporting Goods Youth Team of the Week. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks.
All right, take care, man. All right, now that does it for the show, the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show. And don't forget, Friday night, it's the Muskogee Roughers at homecoming, 7 o'clock at Lee Snyder Field. We'll see you next week. The Bixby Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Roush Coleman Homes, improving quality of life, one home at a time. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love for the game. Midwest Sporting Goods, put some Midwest best on you. Nowlin Orthodontics, live life smiling. Hot Coffee Design, find us at hotcoffeedesign.com. Green Country Mitsubishi, we dare you to compare. Country Financial, even the biggest goals start with simple steps. Advanced Plastics, building partnerships through willingness, versatility, and knowledge. Communication Federal Credit Union, connecting with you. Car Country by Nelson, where you will be treated like a superstar. Western Sun Federal Credit Union, Billings Construction Group, our service is unequaled. And by TTCU, the credit union.